Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I love Loopy's Crochet and Treasures. I wanted to get on today and show y'all that I finished my Tammy sweater from Krista's. She had done a tutorial on a sweater that she made for her friend Tammy, who passed away with breast cancer. And so I made the sweater. It's for cancer awareness. And I wanted to get on and show it to y'all. I made the sleeves big like she did. And some people, made them smaller, which that looks good too. But I just went on and did them like she did. Because this is the first garment I have ever made with sleeves that I remember. So I think it come out okay, but I did make a mistake. When I got through with one side, which turned out great, with seaming it together and everything. But on the other side, I messed up. And somehow, when I got almost done with my sleeve, I noticed it was inside out. How I did it, I don't know. But I had to flip this thing back the other way because it was twisted. So you can see where I seamed it on that side. But people who don't crochet may not notice that. But people who do crochet will. And I hate I messed it up. But I didn't want to frog it, so anyway, and it's for me. And my mom, she had breast cancer. She's in heaven now. So it's for my mom too, and it's just something cozy and cuddly that I can wrap up in when it's cold. And I had a little bit of yarn left, so I made a ear warmer to go with it. And I made it out of the yarn, bee yarn, stripe it. And the color is called Blush. And so I made a little ear warmer. This come off of Fiber Flux. She has it's how to crochet the quick, I had to write all this down. How to crochet the quick gift ear warmer, 12 weeks of gift giving. And so when I was making this, I had already started on the Autumn Farmhouse Throw that Fiber Flux had out, and it's the same stitch for her ear warmer. And but I'm making a Afghan, the one from Fiber Flux. It's the 2019 Fiber Flux Fall Crochet Along, and it's the Autumn Farmhouse Throw, and I'm making it as a present for somebody for Christmas. And I'm making it out of these colors. And so this stitch is the same as the stitch she has for the ear warmers. And those ear warmers were so neat and fun to make. But I'm making this for somebody for Christmas. And I've gotten pretty far on it. I got it doubled up here. And but it goes like this, but it's so big. But I'm making it out of the black, the white, and the brown. The white is Lion Brand Pound of Love. It's the white part of it. The black part is Loops and Threads Impeccable in the black. And then the taupe, the brownish color, is made from Endless Impeccable by Loops and Threads. So I had these three big skeins of yarn, so that's what I'm using. And I thought the colors was pretty and kind of, neutral, kind of go with any kind of decor really. But so I've gotten pretty good ways on it. Oh, I lost my needle. Let me pick it up here. Whew, I'm kind of hot though in my sweater, so I'm gonna slip it off. Whew. I stay hot all the time. But I love the sweater, and it'll be nice and cozy when it gets cool enough to wear it. Seems like I dropped another note down here. Let me get that. The muscle I pulled in my back. I told you, I think the last time I was on, I pulled a muscle in my back. Well, it's getting better, thank the Lord. the pulled muscle part of my back, but the other bone pain is still there. But you know, I was telling you about me making this. Well, I got on the kick of that, so I started and I made a bunch of them. And I like this. It's got mohair in it. And, or is it alpaca? Anyway, that's one of my favorite ones. And then I made a purple. And, well, I made two purple. And then I made this one. And then I made this one. This is really soft. I'm not a fan of real chunky yarn, but anyway, it makes a good ear warmer. So I got busy making all those, and then I got me some little tags to put on my stuff, and you can barely see what's on it, but it says crocheted by I Love Loopy. I guess you can see it. Anyway, I'm not real fond of the way it looks when I sew it on there. I'm no sewer whatsoever. So I kind of just tacked it on there, but my husband said, "You're just too picky." But he looks like talking when he's making stuff. He's really picky about it. But I was going to put them on my crochet items. I'm working on me a Etsy shop, and that is a pain in the butt. And I've been working on the Etsy shop for I can't tell you how long, and I just can't seem to get it where I want it. And it's kind of, you know, a little nerve-wracking putting your stuff out there to sell, which I have sold stuff before at you know, like, what do you call it? Lord, my mind went blank. I have sold stuff at, like, oh me, I can't even think. You call them, you know, where they set up booths and things, and arts and crafts play, you know, when they have them, you know, in the towns and things. I've sold a few things there, and then I have a niece that has a beauty shop, and she has sold a lot of my stuff. And then a place where she, across the road from where she works, it's a arts council place, and they like my stuff, so she, you know, she sold some there, but still, it's just, you know, I guess I am too picky. But I do need to get rid of some of this stuff and try to make me some money. You know, it's getting Christmas time. And so I'm working on the Etsy shop. But like I said, it's just a little nerve-wracking trying to get it set up. So if anybody has got an Etsy shop out there who can give me any advice, I would much appreciate it. I know I've talked to Jane on Scraptastic Yarns through emails, you know, about it because she has one. And but so I'm working on that. One thing, I want to put my husband's yarn bowls in my Etsy shop because a lot of people are, you know, loving his yarn bowls. And only thing about that is the shipping and handling. When you go to ship something, some of his yarn bowls are a little heavier than others. So, you know, I don't know how well that's going to go with the shipping and handling. And but I have my necklaces I want to put in there, and some shawls I made, and some ear warmers, and some messy bun hats, and you just name it. I've just got a lot of stuff that I need to try to, I mean, I gift a lot of my things. I donate some of my stuff, and then I keep some for myself because I love wearing shawls and things. But anyway, send up a little prayer that I can get this Etsy shop going. But my husband made a couple of more yarn bowls, and y'all forgive me, I got on my pajama pants. When I'm home, I like to be comfortable, and it's my old Scrabble. You know, I love to play Scrabble. I don't play it as much as I used to, but so I've had these pants forever and ever, and I just love them. But here is one of the yarn bowls he finished. Ain't that pretty? Look at those colors. And the inside, It's got like the little ridging. Very nice size. Very nice size. And very pretty. I just love the colors of it. He does a really good job. And I think he likes making them. And then here's the blue one. Which, you know, turquoise is my favorite color. Or one of my favorite colors. And it's, you can see that he's got like a little leaf design inside the bowl here. I don't know if it's really showing up real good, but it's very nice. I really like it. And, you know, he's telling me, you're too picky. Well, he said, I don't know. Ain't nobody gonna want that bowl because that side's thicker than this side. But I said, honey, that's what makes it so unique. You know, the little flaws and things, to me, bring out a uniqueness in what you make. It don't have to be perfect. And, you know, but to me, it looks perfect, but, you know, we're always our world's worst critic. But, so, I want to get his yarn bowls on there, and then my youngest daughter, she doesn't crochet. Really, she doesn't do any kind of crafting or anything like that, or have any hobbies or anything, but she said, Daddy, I want one of your bowls. So he made her a bowl to put all her makeup brushes and stuff in, and that pretty color. It's purples. It's, you know, the camera just don't show just how pretty it is, but it's like a metallic looking color. And so he made that for her. She was so excited. She's got all, I hope she don't mind me going in her bathroom and getting this out to show it, but she's got all of her makeup brushes and things in it. And then he made my oldest daughter, she crochets some, and he made her one. He made her a yarn bowl. She was excited to get it. Now, my oldest daughter, she's like me. She's very crafty. She loves to make stuff. And so she hadn't been crocheting a long time. She's done it off and on for several years. But she's one of these people that would probably be good at making her own patterns. Because, or, you know, her own designs and stuff, because she can look at something and make it. She don't like to watch tutorials. She'll read a pattern, and I think she watches some tutorials, but she does better just looking at something and then she makes it. So, but I started making this. My youngest daughter, she works at a funeral home, like Chevy on Chevy Grill. She works at a funeral home, and but she's mainly the florist there, so she loves flowers, and she can make some beautiful flower arrangements. So for the she does a little bit of everything at the funeral home, but when they do have flower orders for funerals and things, she does the flowers for them. And but like I said, she does other stuff too. And me, I still do. I love flowers. I love plants. And before I got down with my back and everything, and I was still working and all, you know, I worked the night shift because me and my husband thought that would be a good idea because he worked in the daytime, and I would be here with my youngest daughter while he was at work, and then at nighttime when I'm working, he was here with her. So it just worked out, you know, that one of us was always home for my youngest daughter. And but anyway, I would work all night, and I would come home, and sometimes before I go to bed, I'd go out in the yard and fool with my plants and my flowers. And then, you know, I'd go to bed and I'd get up and cook supper, and then we'd go out on the patio, and if I had cornbread or biscuits or things like that left over, we'd feed it to the birds, which I can't do that now because there's too many cats. But I used to love going out and watching the birds. In fact, I'd video them sometimes. And but I would take the cornbread and the biscuits and I'd put it out there, and I had a woodpecker that would come and get the biscuits, mainly the biscuits, and he would fly off with a piece of biscuit and be gone for a little bit and come back. And I'm pretty sure he was taking the biscuits to feed to their babies because this was like in the springtime. But I used to love, you know, watching the birds. I worked with a lady. We had so much in common. She loved plants and flowers, and she loved birds, and we both loved antiques, and we both loved word crossword puzzles and things like that. And I know at work a lot of times when we'd have our break, me and her would get the crossword puzzle out of the newspaper, and me and her together, we would have it, the whole thing done. And but I really miss her. I haven't seen her in many years, and I know the last time I talked to her, it's been several years ago, but she was real sweet. We had a whole lot in common, and we would share our bird videos and stuff with each other, and our plants. Like if she'd get a new plant or something, we would share our plants. I give her some pieces of my plant, and she'd give me pieces of hers, and we would plant them and watch them grow. And so that was really fun. And I have a wood fence that comes down my driveway. I know this ain't yarny related, but just thinking back at, I really enjoyed doing this. But I had a wood fence, and in the spring and the summer, I would plant flowers all along the fence. I would have them on the fence, and I would have art stuff on the fence, like just yard decoration stuff, like frogs and bees and butterflies and chickens and roosters, little statues things around the fence. And one time I heard a knock at the door, and I went to the door, and it was this lady. I didn't know her. I think she was from New Orleans. And she said, "I just love your fence out there. Do you mind if I take a picture of it?" Well, I was just so amazed that she, wanted to take a picture of my fence. She said, "My daughter, she has a fence similar to yours, and I want to show her yours, and she can get some ideas of how to fix hers." And I said, "Well, sure." So that just, I love doing that. And my husband, oh my goodness. When we first moved in this house, in the back, in the flower beds, the lady, the older couple that lived here, they had passed away. And but she loved flowers. And she had every kind of plant flowers, older flowers, like the old 4 o'clock bushes, and just older things like the just older type flowers. And my husband, he has just about killed every plant and flower that I have planted with weed killer. He goes out there and he sprays the weeds in the flower beds. Well, that poison would soak down into the roots of my plants, and they would die. So I ain't got near as much flowers, which I can't take care of them like I used to. Because I can't do any kind of bending and stuff more than a couple of times, and that's just about it. But I remember one time I had this lady that I worked with, she gave me some Shasta daisies. And they multiply every year. And so I had gotten a big place out there that every year was multiplying with my Shasta daisies. Well, I go out there one day, my husband says he was pulling up weeds, and I looked down there and he had pulled up every one of my Shasta daisies. And I was like, "Oh no, what have you done?" He said, "What? It's just weeds." I said, "No, honey, that's my Shasta daisies." So I go grabbing them up, sticking them in pots, trying to, save them. And so I had to start over with my Shasta daisies. And but anyway, I miss, I love plants and things. And I was watching Tracy. She used to be Tracy's Creative Journey, but she's changed her name to Crochet Rossetti. Hope I'm saying that right. I had noticed her plants today when I was watching her video. She had some green plants in the background. Very pretty. And then outside her window was a big old bush with flowers on it. Hopefully she'll let me know. I asked her, what kind of bush that was, because it was very pretty. But anyway, I saw her video and all them plants and things. It just brought back a lot of good memories of me and my plants. But it took me a long time to get over the fact that I couldn't do my plants and flowers like I used to. So I kind of, after so long, I started putting my energy and things into crocheting again, because as you know, I can just sit there and crochet. I don't have to be bending and stooping and all that stuff. So it's very relaxing, and I love to crochet. And so I didn't mean to get to rambling off on all that stuff, but you think about things you used to do when you were younger, whatever, and the older you get, you can't do it. Our minds say we can do it, but our bodies say no, 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 no. But I wanted to get on and share this with you today about my Tammy sweater and my little things. And then, oh, I didn't tell you about this. I had got in front of me and got to rambling off on something else. But I started making this, and it's from Annoo, Annoo. I'm sure you all know her. She just put a video out on 3 easy shawls that you can work up in 3 different ways. And so I'll try to put it in the description box below. I don't know if I can link her tutorial there, but I can put, what you can look for. And it's 3 easy scarves, and it's for holiday gift giving ideas. But I started making this. She was making hers out of landscape and yarn, and so I had this from Ice. It's the rainbow yarn from Ice that I have been dying to try, and it's similar to the Unforgettable and the landscape yarn. It's got a very pretty sheen, pretty colors. I love it, and I like working with it. So I started making that, and I think it's going to turn out really pretty. Now, she made a shawl out of the same stitch too, in a solid color, and she put this shell-like border that's where the shells are overlapping each other. It made a beautiful, beautiful border for the scarf, and I want to try that. And then I got really excited because I saw where Krista on the Secret Yarnery has put out her tutorial today on the global shawl with foxtrot border. I had to write that down. So I'm excited about starting to make that. And then I'm excited about making my Autumn Farmhouse Throw from Fiber Flux. And like I said, I went crazy on her little ear warmers. But this is going to come out pretty. I really like ice yarn. This was my first and only order of ice yarn I got. Just that one order. I've kind of been on a yarn ban. I hadn't really bought any yarn or anything like that because I'm trying to use up what I got. But this is nice. I really like this rainbow from Ice. I'll probably get me some more of that. And also the Magic Glitz. You know, a lot of people are saying that's felt real stiff. I think it was Petra on Petra's Happy Place. She had said that she had that yarn and it felt rough, like it was stiff. And but the more you work with it, the looser it becomes. And I really ended up liking that Magic Glitz. So I will have to get me some more yarn from Ice Yarn sometime when I get ready to get some more yarn. But today I was watching Kelli at Crochetma for Life. Y'all need to check her out. I really enjoy watching her. She's so sweet, and she makes some pretty stuff. And she kind of motivated me into putting out a video today. She's talking about goals. I know it had been a while since I put out a video, but I'd been down in my back, and it's been real rainy and gloomy, and it's always something, going on. And you would think putting out a video, it's not that hard, but it really is because you have to be in the mood. And so anyway, I was watching her today, and she motivated me into making this video. And also I was watching Tracy. It used to be Tracy's Creative Journey, and she's changed her name to Crochet Rosetta, or Rossetti, Rossetti. Now I'm going to tell you something. That girl knows she can do some crocheting, beautiful crocheting. And she did a couple of yarn hauls today I was really excited about because she had ordered like a mystery box from Amazon. And so she opened it today on her video, and I was so excited to see what she got. And some of the yarn she got was really nice for the price that she paid. And then I think she had bought some yarn from Premier Yarn or some other yarn she had bought. So she's really, I feel like her channel and Kelli at Crochetma for Life, their channels I think are really going to do good. So if you haven't checked them out, you need to, because they're very sweet ladies, and they do awesome jobs crocheting, and I just really enjoyed their videos. And then not too long ago, I found Crystal at Chronically Crochet, and I really like her too. She reminds me of my sister-in-law so much. It's just unreal. Their hair's the same. Their facial features are the same. When she laughs, she sounds just like my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law crochets too, but she lives up north Alabama, so we don't get to see her very much. But she crochets. And then Crystal on Chronically Crochet, she had done a video where she went to this little yarn shop, antique shop place, and my sister-in-law's like me. She loves stuff like that, like antique, old-timey looking crochet places and stores, stuff like that. But she really reminds me of my sister-in-law a whole lot, and I really enjoy watching her. She makes some beautiful stuff. She's designed a scarf where she uses the ribbon yarn, and I hadn't made mine yet, but I'm going to. If y'all remember when my Fred's was going out of business, I bought a bunch of that ribbon yarn. And plus I bought the sachet yarn too, but I did get a lot of that ribbon yarn, so I'm excited about, making her scarf. And but anyway, there's a lot of people out there I love to watch. But Crystal at Chronically Crochet, Kelli Crochet Mall for Life, and Tracy Crochet Rossetti. I think I'm saying that right. I hope I am. She was Crochet Tracy's Creative Journey was her channel before, but she changed it. But anyway, y'all need to check those three ladies out, because I'm telling you, I really enjoy watching them. And then, as you all will, I've named other people that I watch, and I watch a whole bunch of people. It take me forever to call everybody out. And I know everybody knows Linda, Just a Crochet Sister. Well, she had a video she put out today of her blanket from, I think it was Jaden Stitches, Crochet Along, and I mean tell y'all, and I told her in her comment, I said that needs to be hanging in an art museum, and I was serious when I said that, because it's like a folk art type blanket, and she done an awesome job with the trees and the houses, and then this little dog she put on there was just perfect, just perfect. Her whole blanket was. I mean, I really, Linda, if you're watching, I really, really love that blanket. And I really do think it needs to be displayed somewhere. But I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of the week. Sorry I hadn't been on in a while, but I've been watching everybody. And so, hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. Remember to pray for, continue to pray for Cheryl. I miss seeing her on YouTube. She, lost her Goosey mom, so she's having a hard time. And so just continue to pray for her. Somebody else said they lost, somebody they knew lost somebody. I don't know if it was a family member or a friend or what, but yeah, it's sad when we lose the ones we love. But, alrighty, I'm going to get off here. But if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button down below this video. And if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. And all that stuff. And leave a comment. I love to hear from everyone. If you got any advice or anything on starting up Etsy, please let me know some good advice or some advice about it, getting it started and everything, because it's a little nerve-wracking. Let's see. Oh, and I know everybody knows Crystal from Bag O' Day Crochet. She hit over 500,000 subscribers. I have been rooting this girl on for many, many years, and I'm so excited for her. And then she had a thing where she had a GoFundMe for an animal shelter she wanted to donate to, which she's done in the past before too. And so she took her and other people raised over, I think it was $4,000, or I think it was $4,000. And she took it to the shelter and gave it to the people, and they were so excited. And so if you haven't watched that video, it's very heartwarming. It's very very nice video. Makes you feel good to know that there are people out there who are giving and caring and loving and everything. And I didn't get to donate anything to Crystal's GoFundMe thing for the animals, but it takes everything I got to feed these cats that keep coming to my house. I mean, people calling me the crazy cat lady, but it's just like, if there's a stray cat in my area or whatever, it's going to find its way to my house. I can't tell you how many cats me and my husband have spaded out of our pockets and took to the vet. I can't name how many I've rehomed. I have a friend that loves cats, and bless her, she has took a lot of the cats that I needed homes for. She's took them and helped rehome them. And it just gets really expensive taking care of animals and feeding them and all that stuff, because food is not cheap. And my husband, he gets so mad at me, but what can I do? I can't let it starve to death. And then I have cats of my own. I have to feed them. So, you know, and I don't want to see nothing go hungry. So, anyway, it takes every bit of extra money I got like that. Not even extra. I mean, I have to buy the food. It seems like we go to the store every 2 or 3 days for animal food. But I didn't mean to get off on all that. But anyway, poor little animals. And it's nice to know that there are good people out there who will help take care of animals and care about animals, because, you know, they're sweet, innocent, and they have to take whatever you give them. And it's just sad to think that people would mistreat them or, you know, not take care of them. It's just really sad. I don't know what this world is coming to. Anybody that would hurt an animal or a child or an old person, anybody that would hurt, especially those kind, I tell you, we need to pray for them, because that ain't nothing but the devil. And so this seems like every time you turn on the news, you hear of something bad happening to somebody, like this little girl that got taken, and when they found her, it was on the news. And I'm sorry, it's hard for me to talk about things like that. And my husband gets mad at me because I really don't watch the news, but he'll say, you need to watch the news, you need to know what's going on. And I probably do need to know what's going on, but it's just like when I watch the news and see all this horrible stuff that's going on, it stays with me. I mean, and I've got to function, I've got to live. I mean, I worry too much about everything. I am the world's worst worrywart. So, anyway, it's just so sad to think anybody would just hurt something or somebody. It's just sad. But enough of that, and I love all of y'all, and I thank you all for being with me and watching my videos and for subscribing to my channel. You all bless me so much, and you just make me, you know, my heart happy. And I just love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll holler at y'all soon. Take care. Bye.